Imagine the freedom of living without fear of scarcity, where every step you take is guided by a quiet assurance that life provides. When you act as though your needs are already met, you shift your entire perspective. No longer are you trapped in the endless cycle of chasing what you think you lack. Instead, you stand in the fullness of the present, confident that everything you need to thrive is within your reach. This is not about pretending or delusion. It is about tapping into the profound truth that abundance is a state of mind before it is a state of being. A millionaire doesn't obsess over what they don't have. They focus on what they can create, what they can give, and how they can expand. Their energy is not consumed by worrying about what might go wrong, but is instead directed toward building something meaningful. This is the power of the abundance mindset. It liberates you from the paralysis of fear and opens the door to infinite possibilities. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you give yourself permission to dream bigger, to take bolder steps, and to trust the flow of life. You no longer view challenges as insurmountable walls, but as opportunities to grow, adapt, and evolve. There's a kind of magic in this way of being. It transforms how you see the world and how the world responds to you. People are drawn to your energy not because of what you have, but because of who you are, someone who lives with intention, curiosity, and faith in the future. This mindset isn't tied to material wealth. It's about recognizing the abundance already surrounding you, the ideas you have, the connections you've built, the lessons life has taught you. It's about moving through life with a sense of trust that there's always enough time, enough opportunity, and enough room for you to thrive. When you act from this place of sufficiency, you begin to see the world as a partner in your success, not an adversary to be conquered. So, step into this mindset now. Let go of the idea that you must wait for something external to change before you can feel secure, empowered, or free. Realize that abundance is not something you achieve, but something you uncover within yourself. And from this space of plenty, watch as your actions, your choices, and your life begin to reflect the boundless potential that was always yours to claim. Picture yourself walking onto the stage of life, not as a hesitant observer, but as the rightful performer. The spotlight doesn't seek you out. You step into it with grace, knowing that the world is not waiting to judge you, but to be inspired by your presence. This is what it means to carry yourself with the energy of someone who belongs. A millionaire doesn't apologize for their existence or shrink to fit the expectations of others. They take their place with quiet confidence, fully aware that their presence adds value. When you enter a room, do so as if it was meant for you. Not because of arrogance, but because of an unshakable belief that you are enough. This isn't about demanding attention or striving to impress. It's about recognizing that the very act of being alive gives you a role to play in this grand tapestry of existence. Every moment, every interaction is a stage, and you are invited to show up fully without hesitation or self-doubt. Think about it. How often do we dim our own light because we fear it might be too bright for others? Yet a millionaire mindset doesn't operate this way. It understands that by shining brightly, you inspire others to do the same. When you walk with the poise of someone who belongs, you give those around you permission to embrace their own space with confidence. The secret is that the stage was always yours. It isn't granted by wealth, status, or external validation. It is yours because you are here, alive and brimming with potential. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It unfolds in real time. And your only task is to step into it wholeheartedly. Walk into every situation as if you're exactly where you're meant to be. And notice how the world begins to reflect that truth back to you. This isn't about pretending to have all the answers or trying to be perfect. It's about bringing your whole self, your ideas, your courage, your flaws, and your authenticity to every moment. Because when you embrace the stage of life with the certainty that you belong, you become unstoppable. You shift from being someone who reacts to life to someone who creates it, someone who shapes the narrative instead of merely following the script. The stage is yours. Step into it fully, unapologetically, and with the quiet confidence of knowing that your existence is not an accident, but a gift. Let the world feel the weight of your presence, not because you demand it, but because you've chosen to show up completely. Acting as if you are a millionaire is not a game of make-believe or putting on a mask. It is not about pretending to be someone you are not or chasing an illusion. Instead, it is about embodying a truth that lies deeper than appearances. It's about stepping into the version of yourself that already exists but has been waiting for you to give it life. It is not pretense, it is presence. To embody is to align your actions, thoughts, and energy with the reality you wish to create. You see, most people get it backward. They think they must first achieve something externally before they can feel it internally. But the millionaire mindset understands the paradox. It begins within. You don't wait for proof to believe, you believe first, and the proof follows. When you embody the qualities of abundance, confidence, and creativity, the world begins to mirror them back to you. Imagine waking up tomorrow and acting as if you've already become the person you aspire to be. How would you walk? How would you speak? What decisions would you make if fear or doubt were no longer your companions? Acting as if isn't about fooling others, it's about convincing yourself that you are capable, worthy, and ready. When you embody this energy, your actions naturally align with your higher vision, and those actions shape your reality. Think of it like this: the seed of a mighty tree doesn't question whether it has the potential to grow. It doesn't look around for validation or wait for the perfect conditions. It simply begins to expand moment by moment, embodying its purpose until one day it stands tall. In the same way, when you begin to act as if you already possess the qualities you desire, you awaken the dormant potential within you. This isn't magic, it's the natural unfolding of what was always there. People will feel it too. Not the superficiality of pretense, but the authenticity of someone who knows who they are and where they are going. There is a quiet power in showing up with this kind of presence, a power that draws opportunities, connections, and inspiration toward you. The world responds not to what you claim to be, but to what you embody. You don't have to wait for permission to act as if. Start now. Live as though the life you dream of is already unfolding, and you'll discover that the act of embodying is not a destination but a journey. It's about becoming not someone else, but more of who you truly are. The wealth, the confidence, the freedom, they are not out there somewhere. They are within you, waiting to be expressed. All it takes is for you to begin, not with pretense, but with the courage to fully embody what is already yours. When you speak, speak as though your words carry the weight of meaning. When you act, act as though your choices shape the world around you. This is not about pretending to be more than you are. It is about realizing that you already are enough. To live as if you are a millionaire is to live with the conviction that your voice matters, that your ideas are worth sharing, and that your presence in the world makes a difference. Imagine the energy you bring to your words when you truly believe in them. They cease to be idle chatter or self-conscious murmurs. Instead, they become vessels for truth, conviction, and purpose. A millionaire doesn't hesitate or second-guess their thoughts because they trust in the power of their perspective. This trust allows them to connect, inspire, and influence with an authenticity that cannot be faked. Your words are not just sounds, they are extensions of your inner state. When you speak with conviction, you tell the world and yourself that you have something valuable to say. This doesn't mean speaking louder or dominating conversations. It means speaking with clarity, intention, and the quiet confidence that your thoughts are worth listening to. When you carry this energy, others can feel it. It is not about convincing them of your worth, but showing them through your actions and presence that you already believe it yourself. And what about your actions? Every choice you make, every step you take, is a declaration of who you believe yourself to be. A millionaire acts not out of desperation or fear, but with a sense of purpose and trust. They don't cling to certainty or guarantees. Instead, they move forward boldly, knowing that their decisions are aligned with their vision. When you act as though your choices matter, you tap into this same power. You begin to see every action, no matter how small, as a brick in the foundation of the life you are building. But let's be clear, speaking and acting with conviction is not about arrogance or control. It is about integrity. It's about aligning your words and actions with your truth, so there is no disconnect between what you say, what you do, and who you are. This alignment creates a ripple effect, shaping not only your life, but the lives of those around you. When you live this way, the world responds differently. People are drawn to the energy of someone who believes in themselves, who moves through life with purpose and intention. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach begin to appear, not because the world has changed, but because you have. You've stepped into a reality where your words and actions reflect the inner wealth you've chosen to embody. Start now. Speak as though your words matter, because they do. Act as though your choices count, because they will. Live as though the life you desire is already unfolding, because in every moment it is. Failure, for many, is a word wrapped in fear, drenched in judgment, and avoided at all costs. But when you act as if you are a millionaire, failure becomes something entirely different. It transforms into a stepping stone, a necessary part of the dance of life. A millionaire doesn't crumble in the face of setbacks. They understand that failure is not a verdict on their worth, but a teacher, a guide pointing them toward growth. Imagine a child learning to walk. They stumble, they fall, they get up again. Not once do they stop and declare themselves unworthy of walking, because they fell a dozen times. And yet, as adults, how often do we allow a single misstep to convince us to give up? Acting as if you are a millionaire means embracing the wisdom of the child to see failure as part of the process, not the end of it. When you adopt this mindset, failure loses its sting. It no longer feels like a threat to your identity or a reason to retreat. Instead, it becomes feedback, a mirror, showing you where adjustments are needed, where effort should be redirected, where lessons are waiting to be learned. A millionaire doesn't see failure as an enemy, but as an ally, a partner in the creative journey of building something meaningful. Failure, after all, is not the opposite of success. It is a component of it. Every great idea, every innovation, every achievement has its roots in countless attempts that didn't go as planned. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you understand that each failure brings you closer to clarity, to mastery, to the breakthrough you seek. It's not about avoiding mistakes, but embracing them as proof that you are trying, experimenting, and daring to grow. What if you began to see failure as freedom? To fail is to have attempted, to have stepped beyond the comfort of certainty into the unknown. It is to live fully, to take risks, and to challenge the limits of what you thought possible. Acting as if you are a millionaire means letting go of the fear of being wrong and replacing it with the excitement of discovery. It means standing up after every fall, not because you must, but because you want to see what lies on the other side. This shift in perspective changes everything. No longer paralyzed by the possibility of failure, you begin to take action boldly. You make decisions with the understanding that even if things don't go as planned, you are resilient enough to adapt. You trust that every step, whether it feels like progress or a setback, is part of the unfolding journey toward the life you envision. Let failure be your teacher, your guide, your stepping stone. See it for what it truly is, evidence that you are alive, engaged, and moving forward. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you embrace failure not as a detour, but as an integral part of the path to success. And in doing so, you transform not only your relationship with failure, but your entire experience of life itself. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you understand that true wealth lies not in accumulation, but in connection, in learning, and in dreaming. A millionaire mindset doesn't focus solely on material possessions. It values relationships, personal growth, and the bold pursuit of meaningful aspirations. It recognizes that these are the investments that yield the most profound and lasting rewards. Consider the nature of relationships. Life is not a solo journey. It is a symphony of interconnectedness. Every interaction, every bond you form is an opportunity to enrich your existence and that of others. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you approach relationships with generosity, not from a place of scarcity but abundance. You give your time, your attention, and your energy freely, knowing that the wealth of a life well lived is measured not by what you hoard, but by what you share. Investing in relationships means seeing others not as competitors or obstacles, but as partners in the journey. It means lifting others as you rise, understanding that collaboration creates far greater riches than isolation ever could. A millionaire knows that their success is amplified when shared with others. They build networks, nurture connections, and create communities where everyone can thrive. Acting as if you are a millionaire means doing the same, valuing people as your greatest resource. But relationships are only part of the equation. Growth is the fuel that drives the millionaire mindset. The truly wealthy person is always learning, always evolving. They don't rest on what they already know. They are hungry for new experiences, new knowledge, and new challenges. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you invest in yourself, reading, exploring, seeking mentors, and embracing every opportunity to expand your horizons. You understand that the more you grow, the more you can offer to the world. And then there are your dreams. To act as if you are a millionaire is to dream without limits. It is to refuse the constraints of what if and instead live in the possibility of why not. Dreaming boldly is not reckless, it is necessary. Dreams are the seeds of innovation, the sparks that light the fires of transformation. When you invest in your dreams, you give yourself permission to imagine a world beyond your current circumstances and the courage to make it a reality. All of this, the relationships, the growth, the dreams, requires faith in abundance. A millionaire doesn't worry that giving to others or investing in their future will deplete their resources. They know that true wealth multiplies when shared. This is the magic of the millionaire mindset. It is a cycle of giving, growing, and receiving that creates more than the sum of its parts. Start now. Build connections that inspire and uplift. Seek knowledge that challenges and transforms. Chase dreams that excite and scare you in equal measure. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you realize that the richest life is not the one with the largest bank account, but the one filled with meaningful relationships, relentless growth, and fearless growth in fearless pursuit of your passions. That is a wealth no one can take away. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you carry an energy of confidence and belonging that transforms how you move through the world. This is not about arrogance or entitlement. It is about embodying the belief that you have a rightful place wherever you choose to be. It is about understanding that your worth is not something to be earned or proven. It is inherent, simply by the fact that you exist. Imagine walking into a room and feeling, without hesitation, that you belong there. Not because of the way you look, what you own, or the titles you carry, but because you recognize your intrinsic value. This is the quiet confidence of a millionaire mindset. It's the belief that you are not an outsider, a guest, or a spectator in life's grand stage. You are a participant, a creator, a vital part of the unfolding story. The energy you carry matters. People feel it before you even speak a word. When you walk into a space with the assurance of someone who belongs, you shift the atmosphere. You don't have to demand attention or strive for approval. Your presence speaks for itself. This isn't about dominance or control, it's about authenticity. It's about knowing that you are enough, just as you are, and that the value you bring to any situation is not contingent on external validation. Think about how often we shrink ourselves, doubting whether we deserve to be in certain spaces or participate in certain opportunities. But acting as if you are a millionaire means letting go of that doubt. It means stepping fully into every moment with the understanding that your unique perspective, talents, and energy have a place in this world. It's about standing tall, not because you are trying to impress, but because you recognize your own worth. This sense of belonging doesn't just change how you see yourself, it changes how others see you. Confidence is magnetic. When you believe in your own value, you inspire others to believe in it too. Opportunities that once seemed distant begin to come closer, not because the world has suddenly become more generous, but because you have chosen to show up fully. The energy of belonging attracts possibilities, connections, and collaborations that align with your vision. Acting as if you belong doesn't mean you'll always feel comfortable. There will be moments of uncertainty, challenge, and growth. But even in those moments, you can choose to carry the energy of someone who knows they are worthy. This choice doesn't require external permission. It's something you give yourself. And as you practice it, the sense of belonging becomes not just something you act as if, but something you deeply know. Step into every room, every conversation, and every opportunity with this quiet confidence. Let go of the need to prove yourself and instead embrace the truth that your existence is already proof enough. When you live with this energy, the world adjusts to meet you where you are, and life begins to reflect the abundant, expansive reality of someone who truly believes they belong. To act as if you are a millionaire is to understand the profound truth that your reality begins within. The world you experience is not fixed or external. It is shaped by your thoughts, your beliefs, and the intentions you carry. A millionaire doesn't wait for circumstances to dictate their path. They shape their reality by aligning their inner state with their outer actions. This is the art of living intentionally, of creating life not through luck but through purpose. Imagine waking up each day and deciding with clarity and conviction how you want to move through the world. You are not a passive observer of life's events, but an active participant. Acting as if you are a millionaire means stepping into this role fully, using your intentions to direct your energy and focus. It's about living as though the life you envision is not just possible, but inevitable, because you are aligning every thought, word, and action with that vision. Think of your mind as a compass, pointing the way toward your desired destination. Where you focus your energy is where your life will go. If you dwell on fear, lack, or limitation, you will find evidence of those things in the world around you. But when you act as if abundance is already yours, your reality begins to shift. You start to notice opportunities you might have overlooked, connections you might have missed, and pathways that were always there but obscured by doubt. This isn't wishful thinking, it's a choice to live with intention. A millionaire doesn't drift aimlessly, hoping for success to stumble into their lap. They set clear goals, trust in their ability to achieve them, and take deliberate steps toward their vision. Acting as if you are a millionaire means adopting this same approach. It means trusting that your intentions have power and that by aligning them with your actions, you are actively creating your future. But it goes deeper than setting goals. To live intentionally is to cultivate an inner state of abundance regardless of external circumstances. It's to trust that life is working in your favor, even when challenges arise. A millionaire doesn't see obstacles as roadblocks, but as stepping stones, guiding them toward greater clarity and strength. When you carry this mindset, you realize that your reality is not shaped by what happens to you, but by how you respond. Living intentionally also means being fully present. A millionaire doesn't waste energy regretting the past or worrying about the future. They focus on the now, the only moment where creation is possible. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you stop waiting for the perfect conditions or the right time. You realize that the only time to live your vision is this moment, and every moment after. Your intentions are the seeds of your reality. Plant them with care, water them with action, and trust in their growth. Act as if the life you dream of is already unfolding, and watch as the world begins to align with the energy you carry. This is not about control, but about flow, moving with life rather than against it. When you live this way, you don't just act as if you are a millionaire, you become the creator of a life as rich, full, and abundant as you dare to imagine. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you learn that the path to true wealth is not found by hoarding resources or clinging to possessions, but by cultivating a mindset of abundance. Abundance is not a material state, it is a state of being, a way of perceiving the world that allows you to see potential opportunities and possibilities everywhere. A millionaire understands this, that true wealth is not defined by what you have, but by what you can create and share. Consider the way the world operates in cycles. The seasons change, the tides ebb and flow, and the universe itself operates through constant exchange. There is no holding on too tightly, no fear of letting go, because everything is in constant motion. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you align yourself with this natural rhythm of flow. You let go of the need to control, and instead you trust in the process of life. Abundance is not something that can be forced. It is something that unfolds naturally when you stop chasing after it and begin to recognize it all around you. A millionaire knows that wealth is not a finite resource. It's not limited to a certain number of zeros in a bank account. There is an infinite amount of wealth in the world, wealth in ideas, in relationships, in creativity, in love. To act as if you are a millionaire is to stop seeing yourself as lacking and instead see yourself as a part of the great flow of abundance. This abundance mindset shifts how you approach every area of life. You stop asking, how can I get more, and start asking, how can I give more? This is the true key to unlocking wealth. A millionaire doesn't simply receive, they also contribute. They understand that giving is not a sacrifice, but a way of tapping into the flow of the universe. It's a recognition that the more you give, the more you allow to come back to you, not as a transaction, but as an energy exchange. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you begin to give freely, not because you expect something in return, but because you know the cycle of abundance is reciprocal. To cultivate abundance also means to see the world not as a competition, but as a playground. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you stop worrying about the scarcity of opportunities. Instead, you recognize that the world is full of possibilities waiting to be explored. There is no need to fight for your share because the universe is abundant and will provide for everyone willing to embrace it. This shift in perception releases the weight of competition and replaces it with the excitement of creation. You realize that the more you give, the more the universe gives back, and in this flow, there is no limit to what can be achieved. Abundance is also a mindset of gratitude. When you see the wealth of life in every experience, every encounter, every lesson, you become richer in ways that go far beyond money. A millionaire is not solely focused on accumulating wealth, but also on enjoying the richness of life. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you cultivate a sense of gratitude for everything that challenges, the triumphs, the small moments, and the grand ones. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones, making your life feel full and abundant no matter where you are or what you have. Ultimately, to act as if you are a millionaire is to align yourself with the flow of life itself. It's to trust that there is more than enough for you and for everyone else, and that your role in this world is not to hoard or withhold, but to give, to create, and to embrace the abundance that is already around you. You become an active participant in the universe's infinite supply, and in doing so, you invite more wealth of all kinds into your life. The abundance you seek is already here. And when you live as though you are already part of that flow, you will begin to experience the richness of life in ways you never imagined. In the end, living as if you are a millionaire is not about the accumulation of material wealth, but about embodying a mindset, a belief that your value is inherent, that your presence in the world matters, and that you are worthy of the life you desire. It's about stepping into the fullness of who you are, embracing your power to create, to grow, to give, and to live with purpose. This is the true wealth, the wealth that cannot be measured in numbers, but in the depth of your experience, the richness of your relationships, and the impact you have on those around you. The world you experience is the world you create. When you act as if you are a millionaire, you are not waiting for the world to change to meet your desires. You are changing the world by living in alignment with your highest vision. Your thoughts, your actions, and your intentions shape the reality around you, and when you act with conviction, with generosity, and with the belief that everything you need is already within you, you open the doors to infinite possibilities. You see, success is not something that comes from the outside. It's something that rises from within. When you step into your own worth, when you act as if you are already the person you are destined to be, the universe responds in kind. Opportunities come, connections are made, and doors open. Not because you forced them, but because you were ready, because you believed. So take this moment right now to shift your mindset. Let go of the stories that tell you you're not enough, that you're not worthy of the life you desire. Replace them with the knowing that you have everything you need within you to live a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Act as if you already are the millionaire you aspire to be, not just in wealth, but in heart, in mind, and in spirit. The life you want is waiting for you, and it's not somewhere in the future, it's right here. Step into it. Live as if you are already living the life you've dreamed of. Because when you do, you'll find that not only does life begin to shift around you, but you begin to see that it always was meant to be yours. The world is ready for your greatness. Are you ready to claim it? The choice is yours, and the time is now.